What screen is that? Alright. Alright, just got a cup of coffee. There is nobody in here. They immediately waited on me. They are not going to be pleased that I'm just staying here this long. Probably they did not look happy to be here. We'll see how that goes. I didn't really bring anything with me to do while I'm here. I got a book and just my headphones. I didn't want to have a bunch of shit, and I would have felt crazy otherwise, so it is what it is. Did get coffee. They gave me a whole pot, so I'll just show you the insides periodically so you can know I'm drinking all of it, but I'm going to be down in a lot of coffee. I think the 30 minutes is totally worth it. I'll just poop my brains out later at home. Oh, I ordered the breakfast sampler. I wanted to get something that didn't have pancakes in it because that's going to be super filling, but I feel like I can fuck with 2 pancakes and be okay, and that'll take off a lot of time. Yeah, I doubt that I'm getting done with this prior to 5 hours. That's, Nick, you set the line correctly. 5 hours is about right. Just holding my phone in my hand because I don't really have anything to set it up against, and I don't want to put any of these poor workers on camera. This IHOP is open 24/7, so that sucks. It's kind of gloomy, and I don't always see a lot of people here, so who knows if I ever do. I forgot to write any of this down on a separate sheet of paper or something, so you might see me just mess with my phone, one, just because I'm fucking around with it, or to look back and see what the times and everything are. I know the sampler's like 4.5 hours. That's why I got it. Might also try to do the country fried steak and eggs at some point.
The menu from you.
Appreciate it, sir. Actually, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm probably gonna order some more food. Yeah, I gotta do this like stupid thing with my friends where I gotta stay here and finish a bunch of food. So I'm gonna order a few times of a tip, but I'll be here in a minute. All right. No, this doesn't look like too much food. That's not too bad. Pancakes. I'm trying to see a way to set this up so I don't have to hold it while I eat. Just watch a man eat. Alright. The pain of the staff when they saw me, just like the man, he stared at me just with no emotion when I said what I said. He's just like, okay, I won't take the menu, whatever. God. You know, Ryan Mullins really sucks for never eating at Applebee's, and I'm actually doing this. I mean, 30 minutes down. No coffee again. Okay. I did my best to keep an appetite last night. I just decided to not really eat dinner. I didn't really eat anything. Drank some water so that my stomach didn't really shrink up. I don't know if it helped anything. I don't feel particularly hungry, but it was better. Just didn't want to be super full doing this. Also, there's no rush, I guess, because I got some time, so there's no reason to like try to power through every single thing. In the absolute worst case scenario, I could eat breakfast here, stay here till lunch, eat lunch here, and mixed in any drinks that I have, that pretty much time would be over. So, still a long time to be at an IHOP. Especially considering just nobody is fucking here. I think one man, I don't even know if he was paying. I think he was like just picking up food. Maybe like DoorDash or something, so. Not a soul. I think it's literally two people are working right now. The woman who sat me down, and then a cook came out and talked to me to see what I want. So. Buddy. I would still rather do this than dig a hole. The hole would have freaked me out. Another DoorDasher just came in. I'm telling you, man. I don't know. I never see people really here, so I can't imagine that it's going to be crowded. Erica said she's seen it crowded sometimes on the weekends. I guess I could see that. Crossroads is near here, so when people get let out of there, maybe they would come here, but I really never see people here. I'm doing my best to pace myself because I know that even if I like smash this right now, I'm not going anywhere. So it's not like getting any colder really or anything like that. But mentally, I'm like, oh, if I just finish all this, like maybe, but I know I won't. So I'm doing my best. Also, I didn't choose a wall where I can charge my phone because she just sort of sat me down right here. It doesn't matter to me. It makes me closer to them, so I didn't want to be super inconvenient. But my phone's got a pretty good battery life, so I think I can last this entire time. I just can't do too much other shit. Or, I mean, if for some reason it can, I'll have to just end the stream because I don't want to just kill my battery doing this. I'll say one of the issues because there's nobody here and they're just sort of like going about whatever they're doing. I don't know when I'm getting bored. Coffee. I do not think that woman's going to come back to check on me unless I flag her down. They may not come back to check on me, period. Without me initiating it. It is what it is. I didn't want to be stuck here all day on a Sunday if I didn't have to. Or I guess during my waking time, like, I should still be able to get out of here, go home, lay around for a bit, see my daughter, give Erica a break, if I do it this way. No. Yeah, it absolutely sounds like I'm at a hospital. Oh boy. I want it to be remembered that in the final game of the season, I had Dawson Knox, who I needed to just get me 3 points, but Damar Hamlin's heart stopped, and that game never happened, and I just conceded victory to Rob Campbell. And there's a version where I don't concede victory, and Campbell, who is out of the league, has to do one of these two things of dig a hole or eat here. But I just took it as a solid to my man. And also, I'm fine losing the game that way. That's not the end of the world, but it was a very weird thing that's how we had to, end the season. Just wanted to be known. Late progress. Good on this. Haven't touched the pancakes yet. That's going to suck the most. So once I do that, I'm going to be super full. It's only 2 flapper jacks, so not the end of the world, but I really find pancakes super filling. I could not down a bunch of these things. I'm not Nick. Yeah, that's some bullshit, right, Nick? He's fine playing football. It's so stupid. Everybody acted like that man. Everybody was like, oh my God, I just watched the man die. I'm like, oh my God, I never want to see that again. We can't talk about football. That motherfucker's playing football again. It's so bullshit. Everybody's so fake for, some of the outrage people had during it. It was very serious. He could have obviously died if they hadn't reacted quickly. It was a super scary situation, but everybody was just like, I don't want to think about football. Then the Bengals fucking bitched because they had to keep playing and the division was on the line. I saw somebody get mad because Kappa got hurt. I'm like, you would have had to play anyway. You would have been playing anyway for home field advantage in some way or form. Everybody who bitched about it afterwards, during the game, they're like, oh, we don't need to think about football now. And then when the NFL decides what they're going to do, they're like, wait a minute, this is unfair for football. Everybody was being so fake about it. Again, man's life, way more important, but you obviously care about football. Everybody who was watching that game did still care about football. It was so stupid. Damar's good guy. I'm glad he's okay, but the way everybody reacted, especially to the Skip Bayless thing, and then everybody was just like, man, you need to shut up. And he was being honest. It did matter about football. As soon as everybody was just like, oh, he's not dead? Oh, it does matter. Just fake outrage and stuff. For some reason, so the way I'm streaming this, I have to use a third-party app to stream through mobile because YouTube doesn't let you go live from your phone unless you have 1,000 subscribers. I assume that's so they just don't have rando people uploading really explicit stuff going live really quickly, because most people wouldn't upload a video. They might go live. So YouTube doesn't let you do it from your phone. So I'm looking at the third-party app and I can't see the comments, but I'll switch over so I can see if I can see them. I'll have to actually go into my YouTube to see that. Piss. Eat my ass. Nick, you really just directed me that for your comments. Yeah, Josh Rigby. Exactly, Rigby. I mean, it's... I don't know. People just do stuff like that all the time. And no reason to be giving compliments out to anybody right now. But I will say, one of the only thing I think genuine people who stays consistent on stuff like that is our man Nick Volanich. Nick, just like, if he doesn't agree with something, he doesn't watch it. He stays pretty consistent, tries not to support things where he knows it's fucked up. So, good on Nick. But most people are such hypocrites. They find out about something, but they like really like it and they just do whatever. Or they have like weird, dumb, fake outrage where they act like they care and then they don't. But I always like that about you, Nick. You're consistent. Dude, I'm not getting more. This woman just like refuses to look at me. I'm not getting more coffee. Nick, I'm working on the breakfast sampler. Sorry, I said that at the beginning. My bad. I still got. I'm mostly done, and got the flapjacks left. I've had 1 cup of coffee. Yeah, the ability to go live is, like I said, it's weird. What's even weirder is that it's only on your phone. Like, they clearly just want to like stop people from like having their phone and filming messed up stuff. Because you can, if I had my laptop here, which I thought about bringing, but I didn't want a bunch of shit. And again, I would have felt super awkward. Nobody who is here wants to be here right now. If I had my laptop, they would absolutely just let me go live. So. Totally stupid. This third-party app works okay. The only thing is, I'll probably, after the fact, just because this is a weird video to have floating around out there, I'll probably private the video, but I don't have a way to private it previously and then create a link. I had to make it available to everybody so you can just see it pop up. I can go to my YouTube, share that link to you, and then I can just private it later. Or I think that like live videos typically don't even stay up, so I don't know. We'll see. Sometimes they get archived, sometimes they don't. I did a test video yesterday, and I don't think it stayed archived in my videos. I'll say this, the good thing about right now is that this is just a meal. And it's yet to be like weird punishment or torture yet, so. Also, I realize she'll have to come back for these plates at some point, so as long as she just doesn't stare at me and say nothing. Hopefully get some more coffee at least. What happened to the days of, teenagers just spending all night in an IHOP? And spending no money. I'm at least spending some money here. That sounded like very entitled. That was very weird. But I'm a tip. I'm not trying to waste their time. I'm not taking up a table. There's nobody here, so. And I'm not trying to make them do a ton of extra work. Just check in on me. You need some coffee, honey? I got you. Do you want to put in another order of food yet? No? Okay. Well, when you do, just let me know. Nobody in here is talk like that. I just think that that's what like people who work in diners might sound like. And every time I get that type of person, I'm just like, all right, I like you. They also just like left me with the syrup that they have here. So I just have pecan butter syrup. I don't have generic maple. Which I don't know. I don't think I've ever really like, I don't experiment with syrup, so I hope I like pecan butter. I'll tell you what, I do need some liquid right now. Nick, I'm very interested in if you plan on continuing to watch PGA golf. Speaking of your moral compass. Oh, yes. Again, it's one of those things where people just open their mouth and they have to start saying stuff when everybody was just like, I don't know, money just kind of trumps all in business. And now the PGA just looks like super hypocrites. Again, I don't really care in either way. I thought it was weird that they were starting this huge live golf thing. But the PGA came out like filed a damn lawsuit against them. And then now they're just in business with them. They're like, oh, it's all the same. And you got like some of these golfers having to backtrack and like say dumbass shit. It's stupid. So stupid. I think that the only thing that I also saw is that now because of that, there's potential that the Saudis could like own a football team or something, and they like really would be in American politics. And I think that if the Saudis owned a football team, that would look like the most hypocritical shit in the world, because the NFL has huge partnerships with the military. Like it's obviously like there's all the anthem stuff, but the NFL started that. The NFL at its inception tried to partner hard with the military and continues to be that way. If they had a Saudi-owned team, that would look like the most hypocritical bullshit ever. I think it'd be funny because it's like bad morals, but it doesn't really affect anything. Like the players play, they get paid, but it'd be really funny because people would still watch. I think that. Yeah, man, I would not blame. Yeah, again, I don't blame anybody. There's too much like bad shit going on, and everybody has to find a way to compartmentalize and enjoy their day-to-day life. It's totally stupid to like, I won't say stupid. It's so difficult to try to maintain that sort of moral stance with things where you're not doing anything wrong. You're not trying to like actually actively donate to a bad cause. You're giving money and supporting a product. And then the people behind that are bad. You might do that unintentionally all the time. And just because you know certain people may or definitely do bad things, it's hard to tell somebody. It's just like, well, you're just going to have to manipulate the enjoyment in your life this way, that way. On spectrum of good, bad, is it more bad than good? Yeah. Is it the worst thing in the world? Is it the worst thing you could possibly do? No. Is it something that somebody needs to like get on social media and berate you? No. And that's like the grandstanding and all that stuff. That's what's way worse when people try to act like they have the moral high ground about it or just like dump on somebody. So Nick, if you for any reason just go back on all your stuff, watch that. Even I know you said F the Browns, but you can even support the Browns. It's whatever. Like, nobody's going to talk about what Deshaun Watson did again. They already don't. Nobody talks about it. The fans will obviously still give him a bunch of shit, but when they talk about Deshaun Watson in media and everything, all they talk about is he going to be a good quarterback again? They don't talk about that shit. So, money over everything, right? I think one more person showed up for work, and there seems to be a little bit more joy coming from the kitchen. The woman keeps coming out here to look and see if anybody needs help, and she's just looking right past me. She's just like, nobody else in here? All right, I'm going to the back. I'm going to have to literally raise my hand and flag her down. Oh, boy. So, I've been here, I can see how long I've been on stream, about 30 minutes. Chilled the coffee, still working on my pancakes. That'll be, I think it's 4 hours. I'd have to look and see if it's 4 or 4.5. I think it's 4. But then I'll probably just need to like have some coffee, chill for a bit, and then, again, because it's just me in here, the food's just like coming right out. See what else I want to do. I definitely want to get something else in that 3.5, 4 hour mark of what I can eat. And then once I eat that, I'm just trying to get liquids in and see how fast I can get out of here, because I don't think I could eat more than 2 full meals here. Y'all been smoking them tweeds? Weed. Oh boy. God, the pancakes are really so filling. I do not want to have to get this. Like, I am halfway done. I'm already just filling it. I'll say this, though, because I'm not eating much of that coffee. At least not pooping.
Doing all right?
Yes, sir. Can I get some more coffee, please? Thank you.
You know it's full, right?
That is. I just tried to pour some. Man, I'm tripping. All right, I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm stupid. I swear to God, I tried to pour it, and just nothing came out. Maybe I wasn't messing with the thing well enough. All right, whatever. Based on the way that I'm currently killing my battery, and because I have a fairly new phone, my battery's pretty good, I think that I should be able to last almost to the end of this as long as I don't do anything else. I thought about listening to one of my audiobooks while I was sitting here, but I think I'm just going to read my regular book if I do anything else. Or dick around on my phone like this. I think this is actually not too bad. Oh, this would be a good time for some really cool NBA free agency news to break. Like if Dame got traded, I'd be like, oh yeah, now I can just kind of read through that. Or like something else crazy happened. I don't think nothing in NFL free agency is going to be that interesting. Obviously, I could try to watch a show here, but I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I might easily hit the wall at some point. Again, the thing is just that, so, like, the guy came, the liquid is just going to be the thing that I'm going to be able to crush. That's why I said we had to change it from 13 cups of coffee. I'm telling you right now, Paul Madden would have just been out of here in 1 hour. He would have just had no time had he been last. Now, I don't think I could drink that much coffee. I do expect to like go home and like really poop, but I think the other thing I'm gonna try to do is like not poop while I'm here. Depending on how the coffee goes through me, it shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. Oh, I think there's another human here who's sitting down. Obviously, she's like in the booth right across from me, so she's just gonna be like, "Why is this man talking to himself?" Two people. I swear to God, everything comes with pancakes. So bad. Like I'm almost done. But the pancakes, man, that really fills me up. If I did like say another breakfast sampler, even in an hour, I think that it just take me so long to get through the pancakes because right now I'm kind of feeling it. Everything comes with pancakes. I'm like looking, I'm like, damn, that comes with pancakes. 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 It's like I'm at the International House of Pancakes. Dame is not going to the Lakers. They don't have the assets to trade to get Dame. Like Portland would have to accept a really bad trade. They wouldn't trade him in a conference like that. He's most likely going to the Heat. The Heat deal wouldn't be great, but they're going to definitely try to move him to a different conference. They're not moving him to the Lakers. That would shock the hell out of me. That'd be crazy. No, Josh. I don't expect Erica and Etta to join. Etta like slept kind of bad last night. She was waking up every 2 hours, so I don't think they're trying to come down here. She might text me later and say, "Oh, we'll just come by and see," but I don't anticipate it. But no, Dame is not going to the Lakers. That'd be wild if he did, because then I'm like, what would they give up? They'd give up, I guess, Austin Reeves, Rui, who they just re-signed, and they don't really have a lot of picks to trade. I think they still have that 2027 first-round pick, but so many of their picks are still tied up from the Anthony Davis trade as either actual trades or swaps. So Reeves, Rui, that 2027 first-round pick, and then they might have to throw something in just to make the money match, but then who else would you trade for? No, I think it'll be Miami because Miami's got some contracts on low. They'll probably give them like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Nikola Jovic, who I don't know who that is. And then they've actually got picks because they haven't traded for anybody. Maybe unload Kyle Lowry's dumb contract. You could also go to the Sixers. I saw some stuff about that. If they can get a 3-team trade, they maybe get the Sixers. If they can get like Harden goes to the Clippers, Dame goes to the Sixers, and then the Blazers basically get like Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris, and some picks. Like that'd be like kind of a nice little rebuild for them. They get another young guy in Maxey, they get a valuable guy in Tobias Harris, and they get picks in some combination. And then the Clippers get a starting point guard along with Westbrook, who should definitely be coming off the bench. and the Philadelphia 76ers get somebody who's clutch. So, in theory, it works out for all teams, but I don't know if that's going to happen because they just re-signed Westbrook, and Westbrook does not want to come off the bench. Oh boy. It's still, there's so much time left. I'd have to eat, even at this rate, so this will be my second cup of coffee, and I'm just like, there's no way I can just like down it like that. It's still fairly hot, but even at this rate, I still have to eat another one of the bigger meals, and I'm just telling you, just the pancakes, they kill you. It's just the pancakes, man. I just, your body can't. It's like I'm looking at it like I kind of want to get like the country fried steak and eggs because I feel like just meat, eggs, like that'd be cool. But you know what they serve with that? 2 buttermilk pancakes. Oh God. Oh boy. This is also earlier than I would wake up on the weekends normally because I sleep like 5 hours during the week. I normally stay up with Etta, and then I get up around 6:20, 6:30. So I'm sleeping like 5 hours most nights during the week, and my sleep is all messed up and I feel exhausted. So normally on the weekends I just sleep in. Erica will get up with Etta, but I don't get up till like closer to 9 usually. Like if I wake up now, this is pretty early. I might wake up now and actually make breakfast. I have literally like a bite of pancake left, and I already just don't want it. Pancakes are so filling, man. Like if we had done this challenge and it was as many pancakes as you can eat, I do not think I would have been able to like get out of here this fast. The fact that I can mix in other food is the only way I can really do it. If it was just like, oh, every pancake is X amount of time, or like when I do waffle house, every waffle, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna die. If I had just eaten these 2 pancakes, I'd be feeling the exact same way. Like all that other stuff didn't affect me. Sausage, bacon, eggs, hash browns, there was ham on there, whatever. Could have wolfed that down. Felt good. The pancakes. Well, that's that. Oh boy. Alright. This is the hard part because, again, there's no point in me ordering food right now. I couldn't fucking eat anything else again. But I'm just sitting here now, just trying to wolf down as much liquid as possible. And again, coffee's the best thing. Like, pretty much no calories in it. I'm drinking it black because I'm not trying to add anything else really to it. So it's the closest thing to drinking water. But still, just from a stomach thing. Also, could poop at any moment now. I did poop before I came here, so I feel pretty good. I disagree about James Harden. I just think that if all he has to do is play a pure point guard role where they don't rely on him to like score too much, he could be nice. So if you put him on a team like the Clippers where he's not going to be the primary or the secondary scorer because it'll be Kawhi or Paul George, and Kawhi and Paul George stay healthy, I think that never happens. I think that he could lead a team like that because if all he's got to do is just like distribute, take wide open shots, like wide open trips to the rim, and distribute, he could be good because he is a really good pure point guard. People always talk about how he played with Brooklyn in like the 11 games. KD and Kyrie and Harden were all there together and all healthy, and he was diming them up. He was nice. He can do that. I agree with you though, in the sense that if he is a guy you are relying on to score, like you need him to be a clutch scorer for you, he's not going to ever get it done. He comes up small too much. The fact that he had two of his best playoff games this year and then still ended up leaving you with the memory of how he stunk it up in Game 7, I mean, you just can't rely on a guy like that. And again, he was huge. Like, I think it was Game 6 where he hit the big three, and then in Game 2 with Joel Embiid out, he just came out and balled and absolutely dominated. Like, he still has that in him, so it's weird that he just comes up with not like mediocre games, but bad games, like bad. That'll be interesting though. I mean, because he could do like.
You want to rest it?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Okay. So, that's 2 cups of coffee. This will be 3. I normally don't drink this much coffee either, so this is a little bit more than normal for me. Again, this is the long part where it's just like waiting, because I just don't have it in me to just like try to like down a bunch of stuff and get out of here anytime sooner. I'm gonna be here for several hours no matter what. I'm just trying to think what is even the other thing that I could eat while I'm here. An omelet would also like murder me. The amount of cheese in an omelet, I would die. I almost got the T-bone steak and eggs at first, but that comes with impossibly 3 pancakes. Oh. I'm just contemplating my life right now. Oh boy. This is the kind of thing that when you do this, you feel like, you did a day of work, you didn't do anything. I'm just gonna go home and still have to do other stuff. I haven't cut my grass in ages, and then it rained again this weekend. Or in the backyard, I haven't cut it. Need to do that. It looks rough back there. But that ain't happening today because once again, rainy. It's good to get rain, but I should have cut it on Friday. I just didn't want to. I just didn't care. Maybe I'll cut it Monday afternoon. Maybe I get off work at noon, so. Because I work for the government. And before every holiday, we go, let's turn that into a little half day. Extend yourself a little weekend. July 4th being on a Tuesday is very odd. Obviously, it happens, but just inconvenient. It makes way more sense when it's either on the weekend or it's on a Monday or Friday. I don't know if it's ever on a Friday, but I know definitely Monday. I think it was a Monday last year. You know what? I see something on here that may not have pancakes in it. The quick 2-egg breakfast. It has toast though. That's also very annoying. Everything carb is super annoying because that's like what's gonna fill me up. All these damn carbs. Oh, brother. I wish this third-party app I'd kind of like figured out how to do the comments on here because there's a way you can put it on the screen. I think it's one of these other things, but I don't know how to do it, so I have to go into YouTube every time I see comments. But so far, it's just been Nip with 3, Josh with 1, and then Jeff with 1. So. Oh boy. Thinking about all the stuff I gotta do. I don't have any like pressing stuff at work. My judge is out this upcoming week, so I'll have time to get paperwork and stuff done. But I got a couple significant trials coming up, a couple rape trials. I've got a negligent homicide coming up in 2 weeks. That it's just gonna be a pain to do that one. It's mostly straightforward, but it's gonna be a pain. And then I got like some other like felonious assault cases and some drug cases and things, which those should always usually get worked out, and so to put one of those on will also be a pain, but we'll see what happens. Got time to prepare, but just do that. Need to figure out what Erica and I are doing for our anniversary. We're gonna get a babysitter that Sunday. Oh, I need to request off work because I'm going back to St. Louis for a family reunion at the end of the month. I made sure that I kind of don't have anything going on those days, so I shouldn't have any problem. Oh, Eric is texting me now. I'm telling Erica asked how I'm doing. I'm gonna tell her full haha. Everything has pancakes. Oh man, we got lucky. We got us some good wives, fellas. She was like, she didn't care that she has to be alone with Etta for like this portion of the day. She supported me. Got some good wives, man. We're lucky. I'm particularly pretty lucky. Oh, buddy. What else do I need to do? So request off work. Figure out what I'm doing for my anniversary. All those cases and stuff, that'll be this upcoming week. Oh, I need to figure out a babysitter for something at the end of August. Ooh, probably try to get one for the 9th also of September. Oh, the thing with Eric and I, because her mom lives so far away, it's really inconvenient for us to have her watch Etta right now, because we can't just like take her there and drop her off. She doesn't have like, I mean, she could have some of the stuff, but it would be super inconvenient, and then we wouldn't necessarily ask her to come and stay with us. So that's a little bit harder of a babysitting situation. It's way easier when we go out for a night, and one of Erica's friends, like her friend Michaela, who's pregnant now, she watched that up for us when we went out, or we saw Hadestown. We saw one of the shows at the air and all. And she just came by and she wanted to do it because, again, she's having a baby and she just wanted to, get a little trial run in. And I think she's going to watch her for our anniversary too. But Eric and I need to figure out what we're doing. Last time we went to Carlo Johnny. That was pretty good. I was happy to get steak. I love steak.
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
The family reunion's on my mom's side, so I won't get the picture with Chingy. He's on my dad's side. But, I mean, again, I didn't think my dad would lie about something like that, but it's just one of those things. He could have just told me a lie.
Check on how you doing good up here?
Can I get some more coffee, please?
Sure.
Great, thank you. So there'll be nobody famous on my mom's side of the family. It'll be mostly me parading around my baby, as one does at every family reunion. The thing is, I don't keep up with a lot of my extended family members, like my immediate aunts and uncles and my cousins know all them. Thank you so much. My immediate cousins, aunts, uncles, I know all of them, but then they're like anybody who's removed or cousin of a cousin or somebody we call cousin who's not really that related to us, or somebody who married in but is still close with them. I just don't keep up with them as much. And so that's what this reunion is going to be, a lot of those people who I see. And so Erica's not going to know like how I'm related to them, and I'm not going to know, and I'm going to have to ask my mom, and I'm going to say, let's ask my mom who that is if you don't know. But most people are just going to want to see the baby. We want to see the baby. Erica asked how the server reacted. Appreciate that offer, Joshua. May take you up on that. Yeah, and it sucks with a baby because babies are always up in the middle of the night. They require too much attention. If she was older, it wouldn't be a problem to drop her off with anybody and just be like, yeah, she'll go to sleep. She'll actually sleep through the night. Nah, she's an asshole. She's very nice, but she wakes up all the time in the middle of the night. She refuses to sleep through the night. And she eats like a jerk. She's constantly just like having a little bit, playing with it, not wanting it, and then having a little bit an hour later. It's so rare for her to finish a bottle in one sitting, which is one of the reasons why I think we can't get her to sleep through the night, because we have no way of getting her to eat more during the day. Like, she needs whatever she's getting throughout the night all the time. But she refuses to take additionally during the day. She's not one of those babies who's an eater. And obviously, you guys see her, she's a skinny baby. She's on track on the chart, like, based on when she was born, her height and everything. They're like, yeah, she's here, so she'll just always be a little bit low on weight and really high on height. Also, we changed coffee to 30 minutes. It's not an hour. So, I don't know what Nick was calculating the time as, but this is third cup of coffee. I got some more, but it's only 30 minutes. So, hour and a half off for the coffee I finished. And I think it's 4.5 for the sampler. I'd have to go back in the thing and look at it again. But I know I'm not close to done yet. I'm going to have one more big meal before this is all said and done, probably. Or at least one more meal, even if not a big one, because just the amount of coffee I'm drinking, maybe I could get through a lot. So I've been here for an hour now, and I've been on stream for like an hour. This would be an easy job in the grand scheme of things. Like, obviously there are people who go on Twitch and stuff and stream, and it's hard to build up a following, but they always make it seem like, man, it's a grind, you don't know. And I get that to a degree. Like, if you don't want to be in front of people and you don't want to talk, but if somebody just said, I have to come on stream for like 6 to 8 hours a day, that's my job. But part of that being on stream is like looking up things on the internet and just talking about them, reacting to a chat of hundreds or thousands of people asking questions about things. That'd be easy. Or playing a video game, that would be easy. The only difficult aspect of it is it makes your enjoyment your work, and so it's kind of hard to decompress, because anytime you then start to play a game, you're like, oh, I should be streaming this should be content. So it's hard to just like do it and relax. So I could see burnout, but in terms of difficulty, absolutely can do that job. Yeah. But in the comfort of my own home, if I was just stream for like 3-4 hours, comfort of my own home, doing my own thing, easy. And just reacting to stuff and just like talking jokes back and forth, super easy, super duper easy. Well, you don't really have to edit. If you go on live stream, you don't have to edit. That's only if you make YouTube videos. I agree. Like, if you're a YouTuber, that would be super tough. It depends on what kind of videos you make, but yeah, the grind is in the editing. But if you just do live streams, like, I'm just like on the internet a bunch, or Twitter and TikTok, so I see a lot of like the kids that stream and stuff, but like they're like all the biggest streamers. They're not like making a bunch of edited videos. They literally just go live. They get other people to come on. Sometimes they get legitimately traditionally famous people and mainstream media on, and they just like overreact and yell a bunch of stuff. Like, there's no editing that goes on with that, and then they react to the chat, and like the chat's just like on the side. It's super easy to stream. You know, good for them for their hustle and working, because building up the following is the thing. The videos, though, there's no editing if you stream. But you gotta have multiple ways to make it because you never know. But that's why so many people get burnt out. I think PewDiePie got burnt out for a while, and he was like one of the first biggest YouTubers and streamers who like from the game.
Yes, ma'am.
That coffee's pretty hot. That's a hot coffee pot. Let's see if anybody inexplicably went into the YouTube section. We got some more people here. I'm the youngest person here by about 100 years. I think my goal would be, so in the little carafe thing they give us, that's about 3 cups of coffee. This is my 4th cup. I think that once I finish this carafe of coffee, I'm going to go ahead and put in another order of food, and I'm just going to have to take my time with it. And I think that if I can knock it all out and drink some more coffee, around, I could be out of here maybe around noonish, maybe. The coffee's pretty hot right now, so it's, before it cooled off, but like right now I'm just like, I can't pound this. No desire to, but yeah. Fuck. But I think that I should be ready around then. So it'll be a lot of food, but should be okay. I'll tell you what, being in the IHOP is part of the punishment here. Don't want to be here. Nobody's been outright mean. The one woman was like very nonchalant, like just blank stared at me. The guy, who I'm pretty sure is cooking in the back, in addition to coming out and helping, super nice. And then there's a couple people who just came in around 8. They've also been pretty normal, actually speaking. But I mean, it's depressing. Obviously, like chain restaurants like this are dying down because people just kind of don't want to eat at them anymore. It's not a thing that people do with the younger generation as much. But
Thank you.
Ooh. Some people came in who aren't 100. I think we're starting to get to the point where people are actually coming into this IHOP, so that's interesting. I feel like an emo kid just sitting here in an IHOP drinking coffee. But I'm gonna order food again, so I'm not, again, still not even close to like taking up a table. There are not people here. All they're doing is coming by and refilling my coffee. Because I would have felt bad otherwise. I'll still leave a good tip and everything, obviously. I'm not a jackass. But I would have felt really bad if it was like even a little bit packed and people could have used these 4 seats. And I'm here making some dumb live stream for my fantasy football punishment. But plenty of space around. Oh, Josh, by the way, I got Final Fantasy VII. I have so many games floating around now. I have finished absolutely nothing. I just won multiple games. Final Fantasy VII, it feels really epic. It is not like a traditional role-playing game. I honestly don't like the combat as much as I like it in the Final Fantasy 16. I think I said so. Final Fantasy 16. I don't like the combat as much as the Final Fantasy VII remake, which I think is really tight. I think it's almost exactly what a modern RPG should be in terms of being real time, but still having really good RPG elements in it. This doesn't quite have that. It's very action oriented, more kind of like Devil May Cry God of War, but the controls aren't as tight. But the story is cool. It's really fun. Yeah, it's a good time. It sucks that you don't have multiple party members. I wish you did have that. But other than that, like they call them icons, the icon fights. I did one of those. That was great. I played through the demo and I just had to get the game up because I was enjoying it. I was like, oh, I want to see how this goes. But been bouncing around a lot, been playing that. Diablo 4. Need to go back to Tears of the Kingdom because I just opened up the map and I just go, okay, I got to come back to this in a minute and really dive in. I think that those are all the games I currently got kicking around, and then a bunch of stuff I just haven't finished. Just scatterbrained. Diablo 4 is nice because you can just pick up and play that. Like, I just kind of put a podcast in, and when I'm staying up, waiting for Edda to wake up for one of her night feeds, I'll just kind of listen a little bit. And do a Nightmare Dungeon, see if I get some shit. Because once you get to the post game in Diablo, you're just grinding. The story doesn't matter. You can just kind of do it. Maybe you make some progress, maybe you don't. So it's a little bit annoying because of the grind, but again, easy to just jump in and play a little bit and accomplish one of the things on your to-do list. Yeah. I'm not too far in it, in 16. But, like I said, it's really cool. I'm more excited, I think, for the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. I never got the intro grade, like, Yuffie storyline that they did. But again, I never played the original Final Fantasy VII when I was younger. Like, I played the demo a lot because it was available on something. And so I don't really know a lot about the story outside of the first town that the remake takes place in. I don't know too much about what happens. I know it gets really zany, and the remake is going to deviate from that just because it's already deviated significantly. But yeah. So many games kicking around. I may not have to read my book because I don't think I'm going to be here too grossly long. But if you want to know what book I brought with me, it's called A Little History of the World. I was trying to read it to Edda. It is not a book for babies. It's like maybe like a 5th, 6th grade style history book. But that kind of history book is really digestible for adults, obviously, as well. And I kind of wanted to read it myself, and I figured, oh, it's something I can read to my daughter that she will not understand at all. But I haven't really read it too much. She doesn't really sit still for anything. I was talking to one of my friends, and what'll calm his daughter down is he plays guitar. And his wife was saying, yeah, Michael play guitar for her sometimes, and she'll calm down. I'm like, that just really doesn't sit still for shit. Like, she doesn't, like, I play my ukulele, and she's just like, whatever. And when we read to her, she it doesn't calm her down. Our voice kind of keeps her attention sometimes, but then she'll just kind of do her own thing. She's a squirmy baby, constantly trying to move and do stuff. She's kind of got close to the semblance of what it should be to crawl, but she's not able to do it yet. She doesn't really understand how to push off with her knees or anything, but she can turn herself with her arms, and if she needs to reach for something, she'll roll both ways. She will not instinctively, on her own, roll in opposite direction. Like if she gets stuck against her crib wall or something, she does not know how to just roll back the other way. But she's just a squirmy baby, so nothing really keeps her occupied. She kind of looks at TV sometimes and be like, yes, that is interesting, all these moving pictures and bright colors. But then immediately she starts to do something else. So our baby's already got ADHD, basically. But don't you know that you can't stop? So my phone is at 76% now. I'm really not worried about it dying. This was the best thing about getting a new phone. The battery just is awesome. I do not charge my phone more than once a day. It is great. And I use my phone a lot. I listen to podcasts, I watch TikToks, listen to audiobooks, watch YouTube. I use the fuck out of my phone on a daily basis. And at the end of the night, I usually do not have to charge it at all. So anybody who is thinking about upgrading their phone and doesn't have an iPhone, because through iPhone, I definitely recommend updating to the newer Android. Yeah, it's improved my life so much just having a better battery. And the charger on this phone works way better than my old one. It just connects in better, fast charges more consistently to stuff. And even when it slow charges, the slow charges is faster than on my home phone, even though it's not fast charging. Boy. Coffee number 4. I think you guys are seeing now why like the 1 hour thing would have been crazy. But again, that's no slight at Nick. I saw it and I did the math and I'm just like, yeah, I know not everybody drinks coffee, but coffee's mostly water. You can down that, man, even if it tastes gross. Slight Nick. Yes, I feel like the last cup wasn't this hot as consistently. Wow, that's good. Josh, were you asking what I have for my phone? I have like the S23 Ultra. I realized when I saw that, I don't know what you were asking about, but it's the S23 Ultra. It's good. I've always gotten normally like the generic smaller S23 because I didn't want to have a really big phone, but honestly I haven't had any issues with using this. I obviously can't one-hand it as well, like when I try to like put my hand in the corner. There's a way to do that, but I mostly haven't had any issues. And I use my phone one-handed all the time when I'm just like feeding Etta, and usually it's okay. But it's a good phone, durable. I've dropped it many times without the case. Camera's good. I've used the stylus a few times. It's nice. I don't really feel the need to poop too much. I mostly feel okay. I probably I don't feel the urge to poop is what I would say. If I went into the bathroom and tried, I would poop, but it wouldn't be bad. I think that one of the other things is that I'm probably clogging myself up a little bit with some of this food. Like the pancakes and stuff, like it's sitting in there. And so just nothing's going to come out, and the coffee is not pushing it through. It's not really working as a diuretic right now. So that's good. Honestly, it is going to be an absolute win if I get out of here before 1 and don't have to poop. It'll be an absolute win. Which I think that's definitely on the board with the amount of coffee I'm drinking. That was 4 cups, so 2 hours. This will be 5, be 2.5. And then once I finish this one, that'll be 3 hours for 6 cups. And once I finish like the little bit that's left in there, and then I gotta try to eat something else. I just gotta. The pancakes really discourage me though. They really do. Let me look back at some of the times on some of this shit. People are kind of starting to roll in here now. Still not crowded, but people are coming in. The best thing to get is still to just get, I think, the T-bone steak and eggs.
Okay.
I think that's like going to be my best bet to get another 4.5 off. Because if I took a breakfast sampler down, if I take the T-bone steak down, that totals up to 9 hours. And then killing coffee, I think I could be out of here by the time I finish that. But it's 3 buttermilk pancakes. Oh. It's absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. So I'm just thinking out loud because I might lose track of coffee, but I'm trying to think. One of the crafts of coffee is 3 cups. This will be my second craft. I'm finishing up. I got one more cup I think in there. So if I do one more carafe, and I think if I do the T-bone steak and eggs, I think by the time I finish that, I'll be done with it. So I might actually get out of here pretty quick. I'll be super full, and I will poop when I get home. This is this is appropriate toilet viewing. Oh man. I'm glad I didn't bring a bunch of shit here. Again, I said this multiple times, but it's not necessary. Being present in this moment is enough. I would not want to do anything else while I was here. I would not want to just sit and watch some shit on a laptop and just constantly keep getting coffee while I refuse to move. It'd be annoying. Oh. Nicholas, fuck who you know, where you from, my Nicholas? My mother called me yesterday. Apparently, there was a bad storm in St. Louis, and people, or I think in Missouri, just in the Midwest in general, so people lost power. I know my sister also said she lost power as well. That's not anything important. Nobody died, obviously, but just in the middle of the summer, losing power sucks with summer storms. It happened back in 2008, 2009. There was a huge storm also that knocked out power for 500,000 people in St. Louis. It was crazy. And then my mom was talking about it. She goes, your grandmother does not remember that at all. I'm like, really? She says, yeah, she's old. She doesn't remember things. I need to probably try to call her back. She was coming in and out. I assume it's just because the weather and when power goes out, I think cell phone towers, the reception or something's not good. It's kind of like whenever we lose Wi-Fi, my phone signal somehow gets worse, and I'm like, is this aiding it or something? But I don't know shit about that. I just know my phone doesn't work as well in those situations. Because whenever Eric and I have lost power, suddenly our phones do not get good 5G, 4G, and so we can't do much at all. I was just checking to make sure all the omelet combos also come with pancakes. I was kind of tired last night, so I didn't look through the menu to kind of game it to see what was the best value. I think I went for the right thing. I think the breakfast sampler honestly was the best way to start. And the T-bone steak and eggs, we'll see what happens. Fucking T-bone steak from IHOP. But now that I see that now that I see that all the omelets also it just says all come with 3 buttermilk pancakes and hash browns. I'm like, oh hell no. I would be deceased. All the food is starting to settle. I honestly don't feel hungry at all. I do not want to eat anything else. So This has gone to the wall. This is just gonna. It's gonna be as soon as I. As soon as I order this T-bone steak and eggs, as soon as I order it, it's just gonna be a battle of attrition. It's gonna be me just trying to shove food in my mouth. I'm not gonna enjoy a moment of it.
Yeah, so you're having a drink this morning?
Hot tea, coffee.
Okay.
And then she said that she would take us to, she told me to go to an elevator.
You guys remember the 90s? Every 90s kid needed to be able to do that really well. And honestly, I think there was a skill to it because I don't think I'm doing it that well. I got messed up eyebrows. That's number 5. 1 cups of coffee. Not a full 6, so I'm just gonna go ahead and order once I get one of the servers to come back. I'm gonna say, can I get more coffee, and then can I get the T-bone steak and eggs? I'm gonna order it. I'm assuming they're gonna ask how I want the steak, and I'm just gonna say medium well because I'm at IHOP. There's a little star next to it, so I'm thinking. I don't know if there's a default way they give it to you, but again, I'm at IHOP. So this really isn't enough to qualify for anything, but I'm just gonna finish it. Nick, you're looking at the old list. Coffee is only worth 30 minutes. We took off the hour because that would have been too much time. It's not 9.5 hours worth of stuff. It's only 7 hours worth of stuff. It's only 30 minutes. If you look at your original post, it's an hour, but then we voted to reduce it to 30 minutes. So I'll still be close because I'm going to keep drinking coffee. But yeah. But I'll definitely be getting out of here, I think, before 1 even. Again, the liquid was always the key thing was just down in the liquid, and coffee still eats calories. That was the only cheat code that was really in here. Because, I mean, unless you're Nick. Nick's advantage would have been he could have easily eaten 2 samplers and then toasted. Yeah, you got it. I'm at 7 hours. So again, like I still got time. I still need to eat the T-bone steak and eggs and kill a little bit of time and probably drink some more coffee. But I'm gonna get there. It's just a battle of attrition. There's no situation where I get the T-bone steak and eggs, inhale it, and then I'm done. I was gonna take time to eat it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If the punishment had just been come to IHOP and have a meal when nobody's here, that would have been enough of it. It's only getting normal now that there are more people here. the poop feel is just, it's creeping. It's not there, but I'm trying to debate whether or not I should, no matter what, try to poop here or just go home. I don't live far from this IHOP, so I can make it home, but I also don't want to be in a weird emergency situation. This IHOP's starting to pop off a little bit, just a little bit. Once I get another plate of food, I'll feel like less of a jerk just taking up this space. But until then, I mean, there's still plenty of open spots. Just, it's funny they have to keep walking past this because some dude is here live streaming. Just trying to get somebody's attention. Obviously, because I'm drinking coffee, they've just been kind of like not really monitoring me. But there's more people here now waiting on people, so they're a little bit more on top of it than the woman who said nothing. She wasn't mean. She just said no words. Can I? Boy, when I tell you, I am not looking forward to eating any more food. It's the least interested I've been in food that I'm gonna get in a while.
How you doing? Let's see what our order is and get our order from
Those 3 buttermilk pancakes are gonna be death. I'm like actually gonna like, fuck. This is gonna be the most brutal part of it, man. So I just have to find a way to finish it. And I just don't feel like it's in me right now. Oh. Tried to make eye contact. Didn't work. I'm honestly in no rush because this food will not be going anywhere. I just know once I put the order in, that is like the final turn of this being over. It's like whenever you had to run a mile or something, or 2 miles in track or whatever conditioning you did, and like you knew like one more. It was going to be a lot. You were already tired, but one more. This is like that final turn. And as soon as I can start that final turn, I'll feel better. But, oh boy. My stream's been going for almost 2 hours. She turned the other way, and so she didn't see me. Thought I had something in my teeth. And then you can also run the TV speaker. Yeah, 13 hours is way more doable. I think that we kind of decided that it shouldn't be a full 24 just so that it didn't mess up anybody's day. So even if you came here and did nothing, it's really just a full day in here. And eating one meal would already cut that down to 8 hours, so it turns into like a work day. So we made it much more doable, but it's still way more time at IHOP than anybody's trying to have. It's not as bad as like the 24-hour one and every pancake takes off an hour, but for our purposes, this is still something. Trying to get somebody's attention. I don't want to be rude and just like flag them down like a jackass because I've been sitting here for a while, and again, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. They are not holding up my lead. When they give me this food, it's going to take me a minute to eat it. This will be all of my daily caloric intake. I should not eat another thing all day. Like I said, luckily I don't have anything to do today. No plans, can't cut the grass, and my laundry's done. And it'll be an easy day at work tomorrow, so just gotta go home, monitor my daughter, and be good. Might watch a little I Think You Should Leave with Erica. I haven't shown her, we haven't watched that much of it together. It's hit or miss, but I think I'm gonna show her my favorite episodes from season 3. And then I'll just be like, all right, we can skip this one. This one's fine, but there's a couple in season 3 that I'm like, yeah, you need to know this when we reference it. The Darmon Doggy Door is the best one. I'm not a stupid fucking idiot. I know it was just a pig in a mask, but for 50 seconds it felt really real. Because I haven't been sleeping too well. Oh, God. I haven't been sleeping well since a swing dancer flipped my wife at a wedding. He must have flipped my wife like 8 times. And it really bothered me. Every line of that bit is so good. It's not long. It's like a minute, maybe 2. And just everything he says is so funny. Oh, man. Oh, Barbie. Barbie. Are you kidding me? Barbie. 3 hours of depression on another Christopher Nolan flick where he thinks he's smarter than you? Or Barbie? Barbie's that's the movie of the summer. Barbie. All Barbie. Right. I have to get this woman's attention this time. I just have to put this order in so I can be put to ease and get some more coffee. Coffee actually is one of the things I do need immediately. But Barbie, 100%. Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, you kidding me? Barbie, baby. I used to never watch Ryan Gosling movies because he always reminded me he was just the white cornerback who couldn't cover, remember the Titans? But now I'm like, I fuck with Ryan Gosling movies. No, Barbie's gonna be awesome, legitimately. That looks like peak cinema. I think I will actually be disappointed if it's not awesome.
Copy station.
Did you see that post, Jeff, about the idea of a Barbie Oppenheimer double feature where you go to, I can't remember, it's like in the morning, like you see either Barbie or Oppenheimer, then you go to Olive Garden, then you see the other movie, and then you get drunk at a bar afterwards. And like if you do that in Oakland, you can go to Olive Garden and then like go to Buffalo Wings and Rings or something afterwards. I can't remember what it was exactly, but I was just like, if I drank or ate Olive Garden in the middle of the day, I'm going to sleep in the final movie. There's no way. Oppenheimer's 3 hours. I couldn't do it. Oppenheimer and Barbie double feature would be dope, though. I don't think I could do it. I think I would fall asleep during Oppenheimer. Either way, Oppenheimer's going to bum me out. I started to fall asleep during Dunkirk, and I don't even know how long that was. I think Oppenheimer might be another one of those movies where people are like, oh, it's so good, but I just start nodding off. And that's not shade at Christopher Nolan. He's a great director, but he sometimes makes, I guess atmospheric stuff will be the right way to describe it, that doesn't always connect with me. It reminds me when I saw The Revenant, started nodding off with that. That movie sucks. Obviously, that wasn't Nolan, that was Alejandro Iñárritu, but that was a brutal movie to watch. Was not really a fan. Oh boy. All right. I'm gonna have to do the hand. I gotta do the hand. I feel shitty. But they just I think she keeps looking past me because she wasn't the one who originally sat me. Oh, sorry. Sorry, when you get a second. No, you're good. I was just gonna order something to get some more coffee. You're good.
Okay.
So, no rush. I didn't mean to fight now. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I did a double feature for myself, like probably like a year and a half ago, I think. I can't remember when, but I know the second movie I saw was The Suicide Squad. I think the first movie I saw, oh, no, I remember exactly now. I saw The Suicide Squad and I saw The Green Knight. The Green Knight is really kind of slow in plotting, and it deviates from the, is it Arthur, would you say Arthurian legend of like the story that they tell, like a bit, and so it's not, for me, it wasn't as interesting. It was kind of cool atmospheric stuff, but whatever. Cinematography was really cool and stuff, but the story was very weird and not that traditional. But then the Suicide Squad was awesome. But a double feature is tough. I've also seen double features at like the drive-in, but you know, that's just how you occupy kids' time sometimes when you're younger. Take them to a drive-in. You can run around if you want, but stay in this car if you want to watch the movie. I feel like I'm just like not on this woman's path. Like she doesn't walk down this way enough to look at me. I have the breakfast. Yeah, coffee's 30 minutes. I should pretty comfortably hit the under. Pretty comfortably. I'm at about, that last cup wasn't really a full cup, so I'm really at like still 5.5 maybe. But I'm gonna get another pot, and that's about 3. It'll at least be 2.5. So, damn, she's really just dodging me. When it's all said and done, the coffee is what's gonna have gotten me out of here sooner. Oh, well, thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. Oh.
That's all? Wait. My badge.
So I think it's just one waitress who's like kind of moving around now. So she's helping all these other people who have not gotten whatever they're getting yet. So I'm not trying to rush her. I'm not going anywhere. I got that. No, I haven't watched Arcane or Primal yet. Maybe I'll do that today because I'm definitely going to need to corpse a little bit. I've heard such good things about both those shows, and I just haven't done it. I finished up a lot of anime stuff though. Finished up season 3 of My Hero Academia, or not season 3 of My Hero Academia. I did finish the most recent season of My Hero Academia. Finished up season 3 of Demon Slayer, which was pretty good. This was probably this felt like one of the more simplistic seasons. Like they just showed up and started fighting. I watched season 2 of Vinland Saga, which Vinland Saga is awesome. It's just really well-grounded anime. And was there anything else I saw? I think I started another anime, but Arcane and Primal have been on my watch list for so long. I've heard such good stuff about them, and it sometimes takes it takes a minute to get into something. Sometimes you just gotta get mentally prepared to start something new, and then be like, all right, you hooked me. You just gotta get hooked. Eric and I did start watching this one show called From. It's on Amazon, but it's through MGM Plus for the most recent season, I think. But it's pretty good. And yes, MGM Plus is something I didn't know fucking existed until I found out about this show either. But it's pretty cool. Damn. I mean, she's doing stuff. This lady is not like slacking at all. No, sorry. Sure, that's yeah, that's fine.
You was already on his ticket.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Good, thank you.
Oh. Yeah. Can I get the T-bone steak and eggs and then some more coffee? Yeah. Appreciate it, man. Alright. That should be the last thing that I really have to order. The coffee should, at bare minimum, give me another hour and a half. There was like a half in there, so no matter how much is that, should give me another hour and a half with the carafe, and then 4.5 hours with the T-bone steak and eggs. So we should be cooked over the course of time it's going to take me to do that. It's just really if I'm cooking, I'll be done by noon and be able to roll bounce. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's just taking me forever to finish that up. Oh boy. I will need it. Alright, appreciate it, sir. Yeah, no, I'm good, thank you. Thank you. Alright, took the menu from me, so I can't even get any more. I'm finishing this out with the food I got and coffee, that's it. So, near the kip. The woman that came over before, I'm not on her ticket, and so I figured that might be something that happens, but the guy who I am on his ticket, he's still here, so he just needed to help me. But he's also in the kitchen, and I think that he might be like I thought he was one of the cooks, but I think he's just like kind of one of the head people. So he was doing multiple things when nobody was really here this morning, and then I'm the only person that he put on his ticket. And so she was just saying that I was on his, so she didn't want to wait. Well, not didn't want to, but like, we know how tips and stuff work, so I think that was it. But he's doing a couple different things. He's been cool. Again, everybody's been nice except for like, I think the woman who initially was here early morning just said no. She didn't say a fucking word to me. But I told the guy, I was like, hey, I'm gonna be here a minute. I'm gonna order food a few times. So even when I ordered my last thing, he was like, you sure you're done with the menu? And I'm like, yeah, that's it. This should close me out, because this will be officially my 6th cup of coffee. So that'll be full 3 hours. Get the 4.5 from the sampler that I already ate. So that's 7.5 hours. And then 4.5 from the T-bone. That'll put me at 12 hours, and I've been here well over an hour. I've been here for 2 hours now, so I'm gonna be done. Honestly, if anything, I probably maybe could have gotten something smaller, but I just said I just want to make sure I'm done. I'll say this, there's probably a version of it where maybe I don't really finish the pancakes, and I'm just gonna let you guys know that I've downed plenty of coffee and you guys have seen me. So if for some reason I feel like I can't finish the meal, that'll be the one thing that I might not finish the pancakes. But I'm gonna try to do it, just, you know, rock it out for the sake of being complete with the punishment. God, man, it sucks. And I liked my team that I drafted this year too. I think there's only, I've never gotten dead last, I think. In the 1 year when I deserved to get it, I had that really freaky ending where I ended up just barely beating Andy off of like nonsense that happened. This year I thought my team was pretty good. I had bad luck with injuries and some stuff, but even then my team performed really well. I had pretty high point totals. I had 3 weeks in a row where I was the highest point totals because Scott kept paying me money. Scott also got me on one of my best weeks when everybody on my team went off. But, you know, it's fantasy football. It's fine. At least I still have fun. What I think I'm also going to do is to just... So I know everybody hasn't probably downloaded Sleeper and messed with it. I know Mark's used Sleeper in other leagues. I think I'm going to start our league, and then I'm just going to hand over the commissioner stuff to him, but I can probably try to start transporting over our league history in my free time just so it's already done, and then everybody can get invited to it and you guys can see it. It's honestly like any other sports app, so maybe it can replace one of your other ones. It's not perfect by any means. I know people have complained about minor things, but again, it's so customizable. Like, you guys will look at it and just the things that Jeff can do as commissioner to just make certain things easier. Just like midweek, if he wanted to, he could just like force certain people to start or change point totals and like change the schedule, something that he can never do in ESPN that people keep fucking complaining about. Like, just, there's so much more you can reasonably do. Sorry. Oh, shit. Sorry. I got a little bit of coffee on my book. It doesn't matter. It's mine. But also another thing, I know that it's been brought up before, do we want to do half-point PPR? I never want to do half-point PPR, but one of the other things you can do is points per first down, and I am all for that if people wanted to switch to it, because first downs actually have value, and that's a way better thing to get value for than receptions, which shouldn't have any value. There's all sorts of little customizable things. It's just an easier app to kind of mess with for what your league wants to be. So if we want to get really different with our league, we can. Also changing the playoff bracket, so we want to have like some sort of weird loser bracket. We can do that. But I think I'm just going to take it on myself to try to like transport our league history. And we probably won't be able to do like records from previous years, but I know we have the plaque, so we can talk about who the previous champions were, even if it predates what ESPN has. Which I don't know if it does or doesn't, but yeah, it's just better, and it's free. Boy. I will have to poop when I get home. I will. There's no way.
Check on your ice cream.
Thank you.
I literally handed it to you. It was on my rack. You said you wanted to wear it.
I'm pretty cool.
I didn't even do the face. I just got Then wear them. I'm just going to put them in the bag so they didn't get wrapped. The elastic break. Oh, shit.
I was just texting my friend Brian. He was asking where I was on the damage. Again, just the coffee is really what did it, man. you had to keep coming with coffee. If it had been anything else, the milk or the juice, I would be so friggin' full from liquid that it would be almost impossible to eat anything else in a reasonable amount of time. But coffee's water. So some black coffee is what. The couple next to me, they just ordered like some dessert level pancakes, and if they put that in front of me, I don't think I can finish it at all. And I got to eat T-bone steak, eggs, and 3 pancakes. Oh man. Like, I mean, like the whipped cream and the fruit on it. I'm looking at that and I'm like, there's no way. There's no freaking way. And they've been here for a minute. They ate. I'm pretty sure they ate something before this. They're just capping this off. They're just having a nice little morning. I'm dying. That's fantastic, Marchie. Just put it on the big screen.
Oh, yeah. I was like, we can go down and get it, but it's way too
You guys know what happened?
The one lady already.
Oh, Miss Alice. Okay, she helped me out. Thank you.
Send a mark. Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know that. I thought, hey, same name as my
Alright, so that's the full 6 on cups of coffee. So that's 3 hours. Gives me 7.5 with what I've already eaten with the sampler. And I've been here for almost 2.5 hours. So that's about 9 hours total time. Obviously, then all I need to do, if I don't drink another thing of coffee, all I need to do is finish this T-bone steak, and I'll be well over, and I'll be over the 13. So, oh, you know what? Fuck. Well, it's gonna take me some time, but I was gonna say that'll put me. Oh no, it's 4.5. It's 4.5. That actually put me right at 13.5 hours. Or that put me right at 13 hours. If I inhaled the T-bone steak and eggs right now, it put me at. So I'll be good. So all I really need to do is finish the T-bone steak and eggs. If anybody else has like a different count, just let me know. But I'm pretty sure I'm right. But that's it. So total time in the restaurant, not too long, not too bad.
Thank you.
Okay. Whatever you want.
I'll get that.
Take care of you.
The pesky that's the word I'm trying to say, with a side of sausage.
763. 9.5.
I mean, these people are pretty old, Ryan, so they either have the beatus or they're never going to get it. They'll be dead long before the beatus matters.
Cool. Hey, that movie was really good. Yeah, all the neat stuff under the water was really cool. Yeah, it was, some people did some thinking. Some people did some thinking. left over for another one. Cool, man. I have a hard time. I got you.
Sorry, I gotta send something in this damn chat. I don't know how much cleave I've got to show you, Josh. I don't know if I got more in me. I decided not to wear like something absurd here. Oh man, I'm honestly kind of dreading getting this food because I don't know if it's in me. I don't know if I got it. It is gonna be a slog, man. I'll get out of here before noon. I didn't think I'd be able to down this much coffee this quickly. Or at least I just didn't know. But I think that's really it, the coffee. Poop is becoming a factor.
What did you want to order again?
The T-bone steak and eggs. He came by and got it. I don't know if he put it in, but that's what I ordered. The T-bone steak and eggs.
Oh, if you put it, if you got it, you put it in.
Be good. Thank you, though. Appreciate it. Yeah. It's gonna be so stupid when I'm actually hungry at dinner. What I'm also going to do is I'll probably just end the stream once this is over. I'll get a review of the experience once I get home. You guys have kind of seen how it's gone, but I'll just be able to like, talk a little bit more. But I'll review everything once I do get home. I just don't want to like be doing it while I drive or anything, and just like sticking around here for too long. Because once I'm done, I'm done. I'm trying to get out of here. Now that I'm thinking about it, once I get the T-bone steak and eggs, maybe I should just like inhale the pancakes first. That sounds awful, but if I get through that and the steak and eggs are right, then just my motivation's going to be totally different maybe. But I don't know, maybe it'll just kill my drive. Oh man. Oh mama. This is my breakfast time. There might be more people who come here around brunch time, but never really got super full. People are here. People eat here. Obviously, it's a business. And it's not all old people. All types of people. I think it's going to be funny. They're going to put this food down in front of me, and I'm going to show you when it comes. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to finish it. It's like the thing that I have to finish to get out of here.
I know.
Nothing else really matters unless I just wait it out the additional, 4 hours and just try to nurse coffee. Like I said, I don't want to half do it and just be like, well, give me credit for that. I'm just going to try to finish it all. Because overall, I think we were generous with the time. And so the difficulty is eating it or being here. And so if I'm going to get out of here, I'm just going to eat it all. I'm not trying to half-ass it. It's just going to suck. Oh, boy. I think I can start trying to work out again after this, though. This is the last gross thing I think I need to do. This is a nice little punishment. It hurts. It's not something that you can't do. I think that the only thing I would say if somebody ever had to do this again, it'd be nice to get a corner table. Because, you just know you're out of the way of other people talking to yourself screaming this. You just have to staff, make sure, and staff, that would change it. But those are the only things. Everything else, we could do this food, Nick probably could have just eaten, 2 full meals, just order 2 breakfast samplers, and then just coasted on whatever liquid and got out of here in a couple hours. I just don't have it in me to eat 2 full meals like that. And like I said, I know Paul drinks a lot of coffee. I think Mark said he can down coffee too. Anybody who drinks coffee, you could just do what I did, and you could get out of here. It's a lot. You're at an IHOP, but you could do it. But it's definitely not desirable. I want to ever do the whole one. That would suck. I really think I'd get scared.
Oh, shoot.
These people, they finished their dessert pancakes. They smashed them. Like, the woman pulled out her like weekly pill box. There's something about taking your weekly pills at IHOP that just is classic. Oh man. So what I'm staring at right in front of me, it's an advertisement for their desserts. It could not look more appealing. They got like little cinnamon bun dippers and ultimate chocolate cake. Could not look worse. Oh. Okay. This is the 2.5 hour mark here. So like with this, like officially, like if I just inhale the T-bone steak, be done, I believe, based on what my calculations were. It'll probably take me a minute to get my check to get out of here also, I figure. I'm like debating, should I get the A1 steak sauce? Is that going to make it harder or easier to eat like the steak? The pancakes, man, that's going to suck so bad. The pancakes are going to suck so damn bad. I gotta do it first, I have to. I just don't even think, because it's, so last time it came with 2 pancakes. This comes with 3 pancakes. I'm gonna die. It's gonna be too much. I have to do that first. I don't even, if I'm facing 3 pancakes at the end, I mean, no matter what, I might be here for another hour. Yeah, everybody who's saying get the A1, I'm thinking that too. I'm thinking I'll definitely need it. Because it's going to be tough to chew otherwise. It'll probably be best to get the food in front of me, and I'm just going to be like, oh, pain. This is the equivalent of doing a bang bang. Yeah, it might go well with the eggs too. The anticipation of seeing this food is hurting me. Like, because it's the finish line. That's just what it is. That's the finish line. Once I see it in front of me, that's the finish line. All I gotta do is do that, and I'm out of here. But, mama. What a time to be alive. Yeah. Time I eat pancakes, I'm out. Just a little bit of mental damage. A little bit. Every time I see it. Just to keep track of what I consume. That's number 7 on coffee. No. Beast. So, bring my phone and get it minus down to 48%. So, like I said, I'll have no problems like doing this again. Good battery life. I think that if I had my original phone, it'd have been dead in like an hour. I don't know if it could have streamed of this much. I'd had it for a few years, but I don't think it could have lasted this long. The battery's also just smaller. But this phone, perfect. I'll be good. No, it's sticky. Yep, I feel blessed. Yeah, no dessert pancakes. Oh boy.
I think it was your fault, and I was trying to do with me.
The coffee is keeping me alert. I don't feel uncomfortable yet. I think that one of the other things is if this took a long time, just sitting in this booth, it was just going to be like, I really want to get horizontal. When I finish this meal, I'm going to feel that way, but it could be good. Way up, I feel blessed. Stick. He just told me they got a lot of T-bones they're working on, so that's why it's taking a minute. So, but that got good. I think one of the things, and I don't think it would quite be worth it. I do not think it'd be worth it to poop and empty my bowels. I don't think it'd be worth it. I don't think I would feel better. I don't think I would be able to consume more after that. I don't think it would do anything. I think that if I sit here, pound it out, I will be better. I could probably try to poop right now, but honestly, I think the pancakes and the coffee are working against each other. Like the coffee's trying to push it out, and the pancakes are stopping it up, and I'm about to eat more pancakes. So, the T-bone steak, I'm gonna just. You guys are gonna see me do everything I can to cut into these pancakes and get out of here. Part of me wants to even try to take them dry, just because I don't want the syrup to add anything to it. I just kind of want to just like see if I can get out of here. Right now, it's just doing slow psychic damage every minute that I sit here. When I know that that food is the only thing that's stopping me. In the event that I do poop, what I'm just gonna do is put my phone in my pocket and mute the audio. I'm just gonna get up and go to the bathroom that way. I don't want like something weird to happen in YouTube, like give my little YouTube channel some friggin' strike for inappropriate content for something dumb. Way up, I feel blessed. I've got a little bit of coffee left, but I just kind of want to save that for my meal if I need to wash anything down. I might also just get some water, so I'm not adding to the diuretic. I don't really need anything else as far as getting out of here. The T-bone steak and eggs, I don't use it. The only other thing I was thinking is maybe I could have got something smaller and really not gone overtime, but I had no way of gauging how I would feel on anything else. I think there was like one that was like a 2x2x2. There was 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, and then 2 something else. I don't know. I don't think we have that listed, but maybe if I'd have gotten that, could have got that quicker. And maybe I would have just barely made it, needed more coffee or something. I did the T-bone steak and eggs just because I was like, I know I'll be done. I know I'll be out.
That's what I was. I know, but it was just
They got it. These pancakes are a lot smaller, so this does not feel as bad.
I didn't even think it was a possibility of that. I had no.
Okay, I'll be right back. Y'all gonna get up here?
Unless it's a, she's going to much worse.
The depression.
I actually which I didn't. I thought construction on that. I think that
Thank
was,
you.
Yeah. Oh, okay, she must have.
I like just gotta go for these pancakes, man.
I believe you. I'm just saying. I've seen videos. Like, she you can get on the I just didn't realize.
Or I can find on any
Thank you so much. You're all set. Thank you.
That's the only thing I did. Post on that.
Why can't you pay that?
I can't post on
You told me.
I don't want that.
I've never.
My family does.
This is the most depressing part. It's good, thank you.
You want anything else? Anything else?
Can I just get a glass of water? Yeah.
Want a glass of water?
Yeah, thank you. This is the hardest part.
Oh, Gene and Mimi. Oh no, your Gene and Mimi wasn't from Debbie. That's what the flowers are called. They're from Debbie. Oh wait, thanks, lady. It's from Cooper. Because of the thanks, ladies. I don't know who that is. We can ask her. They're very pretty. I can't believe you found that EV Evolution t-shirt. That was exciting. What do you think from someone like the
Thank you.
Did you want a stronger?
Oh, no, you're good. No
Okay.
problem.
He can do a little lot. I think he's gonna be pretty excited about that. We get a couple of bars.
Yeah, I know. I'm expecting. Complimentary.
Okay, I can take it. Yes, sir.
You myself and say you
I was watching SNL skit when I lost. My fingers are so fatty. It was just
So I definitely had to eat these pancakes first, but it's gonna make the
I'm
end
watching
still
every night.
super hard.
It's a tough.
I think that if I saved these pancakes for last, there was no way. It was gonna take forever.
I think I'm caught up with that really
The steak and eggs might turn appealing at some point. These pancakes were never gonna be appealing.
the dates when you get home. Our eye appointment. Baby. No, I want to book the stuff. Events now. We have our date for the other stuff.
I'll call in on the. I know the eye appointment is me, you, and Sloan on the Tuesday, but like first thing in the morning. Like,
It's getting to like when you watch the end of Man versus Food and you go, oh, that's all you got left. Just put it in. And I'm just like, I don't wanna eat a single thing on this plate. So that's what I got left on the pancakes, and I still got all of the steak and eggs left. Don't wanna. Just don't want to. Stupid.
The glasses over I can't read a lot. I had a better experience. I work. Hard week.
I'm really glad to have a bidet waiting for me at home. Really glad. last two. They're too dry. I like that.
And then Friday was the easiest day of the whole week. I'm concerned to stop keeping the pot. That is her main lesson. Lemon. I watched her with lemon. Hamburger and hot dog. It's the first time I've worked on it. The first is I can't eat it. The blessing is I can't eat it. Blessing. I'm losing weight. How was that? We transported very confused. Seems like people moving extreme.
Okay. Oh my god. I just don't even think I would like that if I was super hungry. Yeah, I do need to channel my inner Nick right now. Minimal A1, but it was enough. Yes, they did forget to give me a steak knife, but I'm just going to go for it.
He's taking a beard.
So I'm 3 hours in right now. Had I just gotten these 2 meals, I would have cleared 12 hours. So I would have only needed to do 2 cups of coffee to get to 13. So definitely overshot it, but the coffee didn't add too much to it. I think this is probably about the right way to go. The only thing I would have said is that there's maybe a scenario where I could have Frankenstein together some stuff to get to that time total, to where I didn't overshoot it by so much, and where I didn't have to eat the pancakes. Like if I just got like various sides and things. Instead if I just did like, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, right now, the eggs are super bland, and so I really need the A1 on those more than I need it on the steak. These eggs are super bland. It is actually pretty tough to finish these because they taste just like nothing. And I mean, it's really unappealing when I'm not even hungry. Poop is becoming a factor. I guess one thing also, I am worried that they might come back, see like half-eaten stuff, and they'll just be like, oh, this dude must have bounced. But I didn't pay my check yet, so I hope they wouldn't think that. And they would know I just went to the bathroom. But I think I can finish before I have to poop. T-bone. I just walked out of here with 3 really big to-go boxes.
What's that? Ready to
Yeah, I definitely did this right. I am getting a little bit of a second wind eating, and that's just because I'm not eating the pancakes anymore. I feel so much better. I'm mostly done with the eggs. The toughness of the steak is going to be the thing to overcome. So, there was a challenge to everything on that plate. Pancakes had no desire for me. It was super full. Eggs, super bland. That was kind of tough just to like choke down without the A1. And the steak is just going to be super chewy. But I'm feeling so much better. As you guys know, I love meat above all things. So even in a moment right now where I'm not hungry and I don't need this steak, that is kind of waking me up a little bit. But bruh, the pancakes, that was fucking brutal. Eggs, I'm mostly done, so you can see. Like, a lot of steak left, but I'm cool on that. Totally cool on that. I'm not gonna yak, but it would have been the bland eggs that would have done it. They forgot to season them, or they don't. I mean, I'm not an IHOP. I don't know how well they would season anything, but that's tough. That's double tough. All right, we just gotta finish the steak. Thank you very much. Oh boy. That's an added tough thing to cut it with a butter knife. This well done steak. I'm telling you, as full as I am, the steak is giving me a little bit of life. Oh boy. I think the funny thing about this experience is all the stuff that wasn't supposed to be a challenge is part of it. The fact that I like just got like barely enough AOS. Brother. I can't tell you how much better my mood is just by finishing this off with the steak than with anything else. I feel so much better. It's still hard. I'm not hungry. I feel so much better finishing this off with the steak. It's not like it's even a great steak. It's a T-bone steak from IHOP, but I feel a million times better than I would have if I was finishing this off with the pancakes or the eggs. I'm gonna walk out of here cool, but it is. In addition to the coffee, that was probably the smartest thing I did. Appreciate the support, Josh. Got boom. Oh, and that's like a little tender. All right, that's like kind of like the fatty area, I guess. But, you know, I'm putting it down. I really want to do my due diligence and like trying to clean as much as I can of the food, but I'm actually I'm pretty close. I'm done with the T-bone. It's just going to be hard to cut some of this meat off. Where I'm at. Call it. I'm done. T-bone. Many times, but again. Oh. Oh. Shabuya, Shabuya, roll call. Oh, I'm gonna go home and execute my toilet. Absolutely wreck. Roll call. Don't know why I just like inexplicably forgot to eat how to drink coffee right there. just getting to the end of it, but it was about 8 cups. That's cup number 8. I just kind of wanted to finish it so they didn't have to have a full cup of coffee on my thing. Oh, like I said, I'll give a review once I get back home, so I can like just sort of tell you everything afterwards. But yeah, obviously ended up being here real time. It ended up being probably about, as soon as I get somebody to close me out, like 3.5 hours. I ate all of my daily calories, and I put a lot of coffee in my body, so I spent some time on the toilet, but I think that blitzing it was the way to go. I do not think that hanging out here would have, I would have hated that. Decent crowd right now. Not crazy, but there are people here. There's open spots too, but it's not being held up by me. There's a table that finished next to me probably 10-15 minutes ago. They still haven't cleared that yet, so if they needed a table, they could do that. I see an open one, so yeah. Yeah, I'll just shoot to much more friends. Alright, phone's at 30%, so that's fine. It's good. Now I know how long I can stream. If I ever had to like live stream from my phone, if I had to make it to noon, 1:30, it probably would have got dicey. And like I said, I'm not near an outlet where I am. There's ones that are more along the wall.
So do ya? Shot, please.
Yeah. I don't want to get out of IHOP. And when I say kind, I mean fully. I do not want to stay in this IHOP anymore. Okay. Can you close me out when you get a chance? Or do you need me to? Whoever can, it's okay.
He has to, but
That's fine.
I'll put the this week.
All right, great. Thank you. There's like something going on right now. It's not serious, but it's just like a bunch of people standing up at a table for some reason. I don't know what they're doing, if they're like trying to get food to go, or they had some issue. Somebody spilled something, there's something gross. But they're just like all standing up at this table. Maybe something wrong with their check. I just don't know why they're all standing up.
I guess.
I'm really confused as to what's going on. Really confused. So I don't know. I guess so. The guy who's been waiting on me, I think it's just like I said, one of the assistant managers, one of the managers here. He has mostly been in the kitchen, kind of at the register doing other stuff. He hasn't really had a table because he hasn't really just been coming by to see me. Anytime I want to get something, one of the other waitresses just has to grab him because he's just not out like that. But he's cool. He's been helpful. He's like checked on me and stuff, but he's not passing by much. And only a couple other people like will really like give me minor stuff, but it's not a big deal. And then I just don't know what was going on at this other table. All these people were like standing up, talking to him about something, and now they're all sitting down. So I don't know if the table was dirty or something. I don't know. It was weird. It was goofy. And like he had to resolve that. And then the woman was just like, "Yeah, I'll let him know to close you out." So whenever he does, I'll be out of here. So obviously cleared the under by a lot. I probably would have said around 12:31, but coffee was a game changer. So you guys can set a small prop bet on when you think I'll get my check, because got 3 minutes till 11. What is going on? There's still something going on, man. It's super weird. Shabuya, shabuya, roll call. I just need to do something else with my phone. God damn, lights are bright. Oh, holy shit. All right. I was gonna I don't want anybody who's still looking to have to see all that shit from the lights, so that's fine. Oh boy. Yeah. The guy who's been waiting on me, I think it's just, like I said, one of the assistant managers, one of the managers here. Oh boy. Oh shit. Sorry. Nah. You're good. I understand. It's not a big deal. No, I seen you. Just you the one. So it's all good. You're good. Thank you. Ice cube works. Ice cube shit. That's the only differentiator I'm making this now. This now. If you're wondering, my phone's at 25% right now. So, yeah, I think going past noon would have been pushing it. Just like, I don't know if I got like another hour streaming left in this. So yeah, it's not like crazy busy in here, but it is way too busy. I don't know what's actually going on with like the staff. I feel like it's one waitress and then it's like four like hostesses. Like one woman is like waiting on almost every table, and then it's multiple people who don't look like they are. And I honestly don't know what they're doing. Like I've seen the same woman come by many times. She's doing a lot of different stuff. And everybody else is kind of like around. Like they're in the kitchen, they're out of the kitchen. They're helping like silverware. I don't know, it's weirdly inefficient. I don't know. It's odd. I'll say that, I don't know. I'm still just going to review this when I get home. I'm just keeping the stream going while I'm still technically in here. Ooh. Think about it, let it breathe, B. Ay, 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 ay. Blub, 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 blub. Shake that thing, turn out all shake that. Yes. You shake that booty non-stop till the beat drop. Just keep shaking it, get busy. Tough. Wait a second. Oh boy. here. Ice cream cake. That's it. He's so good, can turn me on to the early morning. Let's get it on. Let's get it on to the early morning, girl. He's so good, can turn me on. Shake that thing, miss. Can I better shake that thing? Oh boy. Oh boy. Just nothing else doing. This is tough. Yeah, go ahead. You can ask whatever. I have no idea when I'm going to get my check. Again, it feels like so many people are in the back and like so few people come out to front. And if you need something and it's not your server, just it's rough. Now, yeah, there's like one woman who's like on top of it and everybody else is not. And unfortunately, the woman who's on top of it is not the person helping me. If I wasn't a lawyer, I mean, realistically, I'd have just like, I don't know what kind of other job I would get if I wasn't a lawyer. I don't know, probably just be stuck in some weird middle management job or something like that. Because I was a criminal justice major in undergrad, it probably would have been some sort of law enforcement job, or just get like some sort of job where you just need a general, some sort of like bachelor's degree in something, anything like that. I don't know. What I would want to do, obviously, is like some sort of commentating type thing, something else where I talk. But to go into that, I probably would have had to go into journalism. I would have had to do a lot of writing, like broadcast journalism would have been the best thing. And maybe I would have transitioned into that. But jobs like that are well paying or that are consistent and stable, really hard to get. You really have to grind or you really have to know people to get them. And it's really not rewarding at the beginning. But I'd obviously be in less debt if I try something like that. The smarter thing to me to do if I wanted to go into a job like that probably would have actually been to go to Mizzou because they actually have a really good journalism program there. I just would have hated going to a massive school. Let's get it on. I'm also thankful I didn't go to Mizzou. We would not be friends if I'd gone. The most challenging thing about becoming a parent, I don't know, your time is just not yours anymore the way it used to be. I'm not somebody who gives myself a lot of projects and things when I come home, so I'm very used to coming home, spend time with Erica, and then she goes to bed, we go our separate ways or whatever. I just kind of like veg out. I either lay on the couch, do nothing, or play video games, watch what I want to watch. On the weekends you get up when you want to get up. You just don't have that kind of time when you're a parent. There are little things that you have to do. So like we always have to feed at like we have to make sure she's got bottles, or when you travel somewhere you got bottles with her, or even if we stay out with somebody like her.
I take care of you.
Okay, great, thank you.
I had to get his car.
You're good. So it's just the way you use your time, but you get used to it. So like now I don't even really think about it anymore. I stay up, I make sure her formula's ready, changing her diapers, getting her changed in the clothes, preparing her when we go somewhere, budgeting our time because like we can only stay out X amount of time, not trying to mess her sleep up too bad. It's just the way you budget your own time. And after doing it for a while, you just forget that you ever had that free time. Like I used to just veg out sometimes, just like literally lay, stare at the ceiling, do nothing. You don't have that time that same way because you are watching a little baby always. Like she doesn't even do a lot, but Edda is very needy. She needs to get picked up. She's not chill by herself too long. She can usually do like 45 minutes of being pretty calm, and then she's fussy, and then you got to pick her up or you got to give her something else to do. So that's it. It's an adjustment because you just think about the free time you used to have, and you'd be like, oh man, I used to just be able to say, oh, let me wait, or give me like an hour, let me take a nap. Like just a little bit harder to do stuff like that, but it's cool. Most rewarding part, I think that the reason that parents become so attached to their children is that you get to watch somebody go through all the stages of development. I would say the first month or two of being a parent kind of just sucks ass. There's nothing rewarding about it. You get no feedback from the kid really during that time, and you are just keeping it alive. But once they hit 3 to 4 months, they start to express things themselves. Once they can hold up their own head, once they start to recognize you and get legitimately happy when they see you, it's cool to see just like all the stages of development. So when Etta does like super basic things like rolls to the opposite side, starts to crawl, shows the ability to like use her motor functions efficiently, you just get really proud of that. And seeing somebody go through all the stages of development is really cool. So that's just like in the early stages of parenting, and that never stops. Like you get to see that all the way. I mean, I'm sure my dad now, like he still gets joy from seeing me married, support myself, and supporting a child. Like that's still cool for him. So that never ends, and that's the best part about being a parent, probably just watching somebody grow that way. All right.
You can do me a favor because
Yeah.
it started messing up. Everything's trying to mess up right now. But it usually say to oh shit. Look, everything's messing up.
You're good.
Don't make no damn sense.
I actually don't know.
I can't win for losing.
Let me see. Did I have a pen on?
This is a tip, and then that donation. Just sign right here so we can have your signature for using your card.
All right, appreciate it.
You're welcome.
What was the total one? So no tip.
This one wasn't used.
Okay.
Let me see. It should be. Shit. Let me go see.
Okay. The ticketing machine messed up. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You too. T-bone steak, breakfast sampler. All right, so total, the damage, not bad at all. $36 on the leave. Decent tip on it. Okay, I'm gonna just leave that one. All right. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I'm in the stream. I'll do a review when I get home because I'm just getting out of here. I paid them. They charged my card. Left tip. We're good. I'll check you boys later.